revealing the beauties of Islam, and how, if the whole world were to take it, it would have arrived, by the grace of God Almighty, to safety. And their call at the beginning is by stating that the religion of God is one, and it is the religion of all the prophets, as all the prophets came with the monotheism of God Almighty. It may be more appropriate, depending on the circumstances or the person, to begin with another beginning, as a statement of the virtues of Islamic law and its suitability for human instinct, and its fulfillment of his physical, mental and spiritual needs. One of the virtues of the law is that it forbids everything that harms the human body and mind, including the prohibition of intoxicants due to their harm, and the prohibition of a little that does not intoxicate because it is a way to eat a lot, and not all people can control the quantity, and the legislation is for everyone, to other than the known and unknown ruling.
God has made it obligatory for preachers who specialize in calling to God Almighty to call to God's religion, which is Islam, because you need knowledge so that you can communicate the truth of religion and legislation correctly, and to be able to respond to questions and suspicions and explain their error. And from the strength in calling non-Muslims is to show you the distortion in their books, and to explain that Islam is far from the suspicion that he is talking about, but rather it is mentioned in their distorted book, or their corrupt faith, and all of us need specialists in the call.
Inviting Muslims to one another to do good, enjoining what is right between them, and forbidding them from what is wrong. The meaning of this call is to return Muslims to the essence of Islam and its wise legislation, to deepen that in their souls, and to refute the myths and illusions attached to Islam, such as what is called the farewell beat, tira, palm reading, writing veils and amulets, telling the unseen, and so on, from this torrent of superstitions and delusions that have been attached to this true religion, and it is innocent of them. The elite of the nation who are aware of matters of religion and the secrets of legislation from the scholars, preachers, and guides in the houses of God Almighty and the lessons of knowledge must inform Muslims and non-Muslims of the seriousness of the matter, and everything must be returned to God's will, otherwise we may fall into polytheism, even we Muslims, because I must be certain of God and my heart is filled with it. The love of God alone has no partner, and faith in him, and jealousy is to attribute anything to other than God ever, for this is not permissible, but God mocks for us those who serve us, so we thank God first, then we thank those whom God subjected to serve us until God is pleased with us.
If you like the content of the Islamic Religion channel, subscribe to the channel, press like and write a comment.